Soalan 19, dia nak express improper fraction to partial fraction. Soalan dia 2x cube minus x square minus 18x minus 22 over x tolak 4 dengan x tambah 2. Lepas tu kita expand 2 ni jadi x square minus 2x minus 8. Buat yang ni kita buat long division, dapat 2x plus 3 dengan remainder 4x plus 2. Lepas tu kita express dalam expression ni. Lepas tu masukkan dia 2x plus 3 dengan remainder over divisor tadi. Lepas tu kita cari guna proper fractions ni, cari dia A dengan B. Lepas tu dapat dalam ni, ganti cari A dengan B. Dah dapat A dengan B, ganti balik dalam expression tadi. Last sekali dapat jawapan, dia tulis semua jawapan.
Di mana ambil jawapan tu?
Jawapan?
Campur dari yang?
Dari yang ni. Yang ni Q yang tadi atas. Lepas tu yang ni kita cari A dengan B tadi, proper partial fractions. Dah dapat. Masukkan.
Okay. Tahu kan cara ni kan? Yang proper dia punya partial kan? Okey tak?
Darab yang ni, dua ni.
Ni jangan start sekejap. Sini campur sikit.
Sikit.
Okay, good. Okay.
Soalan 19B, dia okay. Soalan 19B, apa dia suruh express improper. So kita macam mana kita tadi improper sebab power atas sama dengan denominator. Okay. So first kita expand dulu yang bawah ni. So bila kita expand kita akan dapat macam ni. So next. So kita expand, kita dapat macam ni. Lepas tu kita buat long division.
Okay, kita buat long division kan. So bila kita buat long division, kita akan cari apa yang sama dengan apa yang beza dengan ni kan. So 3. So darab 3 akan sama dengan ni. Dan then kita turun bawah, letak 3 kat atas. Lepas tu kita darabkan semua dengan 3 ni, kita letak turun bawah. Yang turun bawah, jangan lupa kalau long division kita akan gunakan formula simbol tolak kat depan. So setiap ni solution dia akan dapat ni. And then 3 ni letak depan. Lepas tu salin balik yang ni turun bawah. And equalkan ni dengan partial fraction kita, formula dia. Lepas tu ni equalkan dengan A, kita darab silang, kita akan dapat ni. And kita boleh dapat A melalui kita
dia actually darab silang tau. Better darab dengan ni.
Okay.
Semua left right.
Oh, okay. Okay, lepas tu when x equal to 1, kita selesaikan ni. Kita akan dapat 15. Masukkan nilai and then dapat 3A. Kita dapat A sama dengan 5. Okay, lepas tu kita dapat sama dengan kosong pula. Kita akan dapat ni 18. Dan kita masukkan kosong ni juga dalam ni. Kita akan dapat 2 darab 5 tambah dengan C negati 1. So kita akan dapat C sama dengan nanti 8. Dan kita masukkan 2 pula. Masukkan 2, kita akan dapat 18 juga. Sama dengan 30 tambah 2B tolak 8. Kurungan Lepas tu B equals to negative 2. Lepas tu guna partial fraction, kita substitute je nilai A, B, BX tambah C ni kan. Kita akan dapat ni sebagai jawapan untuk ni.
For all. Okay, okay. Ni, faham Okay.
Okay, this question 19C. Question given ni, x cube minus 4x over ni. So yang the denominator we have to expand first. Expand denominator, you get this.
Improper
Ya, dia jadi improper fraction. Since dia improper fraction, kita kena do long division to make it become proper fraction. Okay. And then dapat yang macam ni, tulis balik dia punya polynomial. Yang quotient dia yang ni kena minus dengan remainder over divisor dia. Okay, so we just have to do the partial fraction for this part only. For this part only, okay. We have to use A, B and C since yang ni dia punya quadratic equation, tak boleh nak factorize kan. So akan dapat A over x minus 2, B x plus 1 and also C x plus 1 kena square kan. Okay, then all this equation kena times with this to make it to denominator je akan cancel. And then substitute use any value saja. For me, I use x equals to 2 nak bagi b and c dia ni kosong. So kita letak b and c kosong, and a will get 0. And then I use x equals to -1 because nak bagi a and b dia kosong. And we'll get c equals to 1. And then I use x equals to 0 and just substitute semua dengan nilai c and e, and we'll get b equals to 0. And then kena substitute balik the value of a, b and c into yang ni, and then dah dapat yang ni, kena substitute balik masukkan the first equation awal-awal tadi. So we'll get this 1 minus 1 over x plus 1 square. Alright.
Okay, untuk 19D, dia punya soalan ni improper fraction. So kita kena properkan fraction ni menggunakan long division. So pada buat long division, kita masukkan dalam expression px over dx equal to qx plus rx over dx. So yang rx over dx ni kan dia dah jadi proper fraction. So kita buat partial fractions. And then buat partial fractions macam ni lah. Cari A dengan B, which is firstly hilangkan dia punya bawah ni, darab. Lepas tu cari A dengan B. Nak cari A dengan B, tengok dia punya dalam. Satu dengan negatif 1 dengan kosong. Substitute dapatlah A dengan B. Lepas tu dah dapat A dengan B, masukkan je balik dalam yang expression tadi. So 2x tambah 3 over x plus 1 minus 8 over x plus 1 square. Okay, soal.
Okay, so question 20 dia bagi our polynomial which is px equals to x cube plus x square minus 5x plus 3, and then one of the factor is x plus 3. So the first question A, dia kata factorize px completely. So to factorize kita dah tahu dah our one of the factor is x plus 3. So we just includekan x plus 3, and then we don't know the other two factors. So we buat a x square plus bx plus c. Why? Because kalau kita darab ni x and ax square, kita akan dapat the highest power which is cube kan. So that's why we use this quadratic punya form. And then what I did here is I expand. So I expand everything satu-satu, dapat ax cube plus bx square plus cx, and then 3ax square plus 3bx plus 3c. Lepas tu kita factorizekan yang mana yang sama. So ax cube saling balik, and then b plus 3ab plus 3a is for x square, and then c plus 3b is for x, c plus 3b, and then dia punya 3c saling balik. Okay, now we compare left hand side and right hand side. So on the left hand side, x cube is equals to a, and a is equals to 1. So that's why we get a equals to 1. And then x square sama dengan b plus 3a. b plus 3a equals to 1. So this is the equation. And then we substitute our a tadi 1. So dapat b equals to -2. And then compare for x, c plus 3b is equals to -5. So this is the equation. Substitute our b, and then we get c equals to 1. And then 3 we compare with this 3c. So c we get 1. And then salin balik our polynomial and masukkan a plus bx plus c. Lepas tu kita factorizekan and then simplify into like this form. And then that's the answer for a. So for b,
Okay, stay boleh.
boleh? Okay, so for b, I express 3x plus 8 equals over px as sum of the partial fractions. So px that we found just now, which is this one, we substitute je dengan polynomial dia. So salin balik belah atas px plus 8 over x plus 3 bracket x minus 1 square. So as we know, this is partial fraction and this is a repeated factor. So that's why kita ada 3 partial fraction. So a over x plus 3, b over x minus 1, c over x minus 1 bracket square. And then kita darab this whole equation with x plus 3 times x minus 1 square. So that's why ni hilang. So kita potong. So dapat 3x plus 8 and then A, and then ni akan darab x minus 1 square plus B x plus 3 x minus 1. Lepas tu C darab x plus 3. And then now we substitute x equals to 1 because x minus 1 kan. So we substitute x equals to 1. So bila substitute 1 tolak 1 akan jadi kosong. 1 tolak 1 kosong. So kosong so tinggal C je. So that's why C 1 tambah 3 jadi 4. So C darab 4 and then 3 darab 1 tambah 8. So dapat 3 plus 8 and then we get C equals to 11/4. And then we substitute negative 3 sebab dia dah bagi dah factor dia x plus 3. So substitute negative 3 into our x and dapat A sama dengan negative 1/16. And then kita substitute x equals to 0 sebab dalam kuliah dia kata sama ada 0, 1 or negative 1. So CU choose 0. So substitute 0 and then we get our B. So B equals to 1/16. And then we get our A, B and C. We masukkan balik dalam this equation. So dapatlah. That's it.
Okay, so for question 21, for A, the question wants us to show that x minus 1 is a factor of px. So first we sub 1 into the px and we will get 3 plus 7 equals to 10, and here is negative 2 minus 8 is negative 10, so will be 0. So we will show that x minus 1 will be a factor of px. So for B, question wants us to express px as product of 3 linear factors. So we 3x cubed plus 7x squared minus 2x minus 8 equals to x minus 1 because the question say x minus 1 is a factor and times a quadratic equation, because linear times quadratic will get cube. So we compare the coefficient of x cubed, we will get that a equal to 3 because here x times x squared will be ax squared. So a equals to 3 and the constant negative 8 and we compare with negative 1 times c. So negative c equals to negative 8 and c equals to 8. And for x squared, negative 1 times a will be negative a and another will be x times bx. So b minus a will equal to 7. So we will get b equals to 10. And now we sub back the value of a, b, c, and we will get and factorize them. We will get 3x plus 4 times x plus 2. So we can write the px into 3 linear factors. That is x minus 1, 3x plus 4 and x plus 2. For C, question wants us to solve the equation when px equals to 0. So we write the factorized form of the equation equals to 0, and we know that these three, one of the value if equals to 0, all the equation will be 0. So x minus 1 equals to 0, x equals to 1, 3x plus 4 equals to 0, x will be negative 4/3, and x plus 2 equals to 0, x will be negative 2. So the value of x will be 1.
This one. Because this is root. One is root, you see. This is 1, 0. This one. This is the value. Okay.
Okay. So for the last question wants us to find p x minus 1. So we just substitute x by x minus 1. So x minus 1 times 3 times x minus 1 plus 4 and times x minus 1 plus 2. And we will get x minus 2 equal to 0, x equals to 2, and 3x plus 1 equals to 0, x will be negative 1/3, and x plus 1 equal to 0, x is equal to negative 1.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Ni
Ini soalan 22. Ini soalan dia. Lepas tu dia kata soalan A tu dia minta Q, dia kata express calculate Q negatif 1 dengan Q1. So kita masukkan negatif 1 tu dalam kita punya X. So kita selesaikan dapat dia 2. Lepas tu kita masukkan nilai 1 ni dalam X, kita dapat kosong.
Lepas tu soalan B dia nak QX dalam bentuk macam ni. Lepas tu kita ambil X tolak 1 sebab bila kita ganti Q tu sama X tu sama dengan 1, kita dapat nilai dia kosong.
factor lah.
Factor. Okay.
So X minus 1 is one of the factor.
Okay, so X minus 1 tu factor untuk QX ni. Lepas tu kita buat macam ni, kita buat AX kuasa 2 tambah BX tambah C. Kita expand dia, kita dapat macam ni. Lepas tu kita nak compare dia punya kuasa. X kuasa 3, kita tengok dekat soalan, depan X kuasa 3 tu 1. Lepas tu dekat sini, X kuasa 3 tu ada dekat A sahaja. So A tu sama dengan 1. Kalau X kuasa 2, dekat soalan negatif 3. Kalau dekat sini negatif A tambah B. Kita nak cari B sebab kita dah dapat A. Kita buat macam ni, kita dapat B. Lepas tu, yang X tu dekat soalan dia depan dia 1. Lepas tu dekat sini negatif B tambah dengan C. Kita nak cari C, kita dapat macam ni. Lepas tu kita masukkan balik nilai yang kita dapat tu dalam yang ni. Kita dapat dah macam ni.
Kita compare ni dengan yang atas tu kan? Dengan soalan kan? Okay.
And then last one, C. Dia suruh solve equation QX sama dengan kosong. So equation ni kita sama dengan kosong sebab kita nak cari nilai X dia. So X1, lepas tu kita ni kita factorize, kita tekan calculator, dapat ni dengan ni.
Dia nak solve kan? Solve mesti root lah X. Good. Okay. Okay, faham Ni?
So the question is given that the number 23. So the question given that the divisor is x plus 3 and x minus 2. So we write the form of Px, which is divide the quotient and remainder. So x multiplied to x equals to x power 2. So we know that this equation is quadratic. So the remainder should be in linear form, which is mx plus d.
Quadratic divisor, the remainder last one. Okay.
So put the linear equation inside of the remainder so that we can just sub the value, which is negative 3 equals to 20, equals to 2a. And when negative 3 plus 3 equals to 0, which is q, and another divisor multiply, it will also become a 0. So it becomes in negative 3m plus c equals to 2a.
Okay. You make interrupt Okay.
Lepas tu dapat ni. Lepas tu yang ni
C tu ikut dengan okay.
dapat ni.
No, this one first.
Oh ni.
P of 2.
Oh ni. Lepas tu masukkan dalam ni juga. Kita dapat ni. Lepas tu samakan. Kan sama ni CC. Kita dapat M negatif A. Lepas tu masukkan balik dalam ni.
Faham?
Dapat juga ni. Lepas tu ni.
So,
Lepas tu factorize. Dapat ni.
no, dia dah bagi bila dia rasa dia X plus 2 kan, remainder 2A kan. Tu when remainder tu X plus 2, the remainder is negative 3A kan. Buat dah ni.
Kalau jawapan tu kita tak factorize boleh.
Better factorize. Okay. Boleh?
Faham.
Okay.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning. Good morning. Mana question ni? This one. Question 34. Dia give polynomial is Px equal to x cube minus a plus 1 x square plus ax plus b minus b. So the first sentence it said is divided by x minus 2. So we can conclude that the remainder is n1. So we can conclude that the equation will get like this P we substitute x with the value of the divider ni 2 and equal to n1 and remainder is n1. So we just find the value of we just substitute 2 into the equation x and we get the n1 equal to 4 minus 2a minus b. This is first equation. So the second sentence it said when it divided by x plus 3, the remainder is n2. So the x we get we substitute the value the value of negative 3 and the remainder is n2, right? And we just solve the equation. We just substitute negative 3 into this equation and the second equation we get this n2 ni we substitute dengan negative 14 n1 because it said n2 is equal to negative 40 n1. So we solve the equation and we get negative 36 and negative 12a minus b.
So the question also saying that negative 1 is a 0 of px. So we sub p negative 1 equals to 0. Then 0 sub the negative 1 into this equation and then we get b equals to negative 2 minus 2a. So first we substitute 1 into equation 2. Then we will get 40a plus 15b equals to 20. So now we can substitute equation 3 into equation 4. Then we will get a equals to 5. So when a equals to 5, we substitute this value into equation 3. Then we will get b equals to negative 12. For n1, we substitute the value a and b into first equation. Then we'll get n1 equals to 6. As we know, n2 equals to negative 14 n1. Thus we sub the value of n1 inside this equation. We'll get n2 equals to negative 84. Thus a equals to 5, b equals to negative 12, n1 equals to 6, and n2 equals to negative 84.
Yeah.
Thank you.